So today we'll kind of just do some of the basic TRX movements that I do with a lot of my clients. What's happening right here is a reverse crunch, where I'm just pulling those thighs into my chest collarbone area, and then slow and steady rolling the spine out one vertebrae at a time until my tailbone touches the ground. And when it does, instantly trying to pull it back up to not give myself any rest at all. And all while I'm doing this, I'm keeping basically my belly button drawn in towards my spine, which engages your transverse abdominis. It's really hard to talk while you're doing it, but as you get better and better at it, you can keep that TVA pulled in all day long, which will literally make you skinnier because you're training those muscles to stay tight and pull in your midsection, basically like a corset. All right, so this is not a new movement. We're gonna do a knee tuck, we're gonna do an abduction, we're gonna do a pike, we're gonna do a side plank reach through. But just again, coming back to the basics, always the best do the basics better. Remember that. Focus on a squeeze here. So when you do your knee tuck, make sure you're actually trying to squeeze your knees into your chest and not just hitting the in range and bouncing back. All right, so nice, strong, straight body. Lift the hips, tuck, squeeze, nice and easy, out. These become way harder, even if you just get that 1/1000 hold. Different though than just touching the knees in and back out. Purposeful. Wow, that's so good. That is so good. Woo! All right, so now we got a little abduction. Okay, so that's just a limb, by definition, going away from the center line of the body. So as your feet lift, as your feet drift apart from one another, notice how my hips are gonna raise up a little bit. And then as my feet come back together, they drop back down. Centered up here, here we go. Also, big difference on this by having to hold that, because the TRX wants to come back together, right?
Yeah.
So that's the difference. I'm getting that contraction at the top. So next one is a mountain climber. I'm gonna keep a fixed back, and then I'm just pumping the legs. And you wanna get full extension of that one leg, and you wanna get full tuck of the other one. And with that movement, each leg has to have equal tension down in the straps. These move, but I was doing my best to make it appear that they're not possible to move, that they would stay the same. But that's because I'm applying equal pressure. Woo! Those are good. All right, so we're gonna get a pike now. I like to put my forehead in my hands. Helps me get my hips all the way up over my shoulders. People that are really awesome don't need to do that. I'm not one of those people yet. Then when you come out though, make sure you take your head out of your hands so the core works. Because as you load your head into your hands, you actually make the movement a little bit easier. Standard pike. But that's an option. Yeah. Woo! Let that blood come into the face. Wake up. So this is called a body saw. So like a hand saw moves back and forth just like this. That's what I'm gonna try to do. And I'm gonna try to almost get my arms straight, but that's gonna put a lot of force because I'm increasing that lever arm in which my body has to support itself. Get that back stronged up. That way people can stand on you when you drink.
Rolling it up.
Last one. Man. That low back, last couple of those was like, don't you do anymore. All right, this is hanging here. Let's do a set of chin-ups. Why not?
You're not gonna rip the strap.
No, no way. These things are real deal. So this is like, I'm not gonna go full range here. I'm just gonna kind of pump the biceps. Again, if you look at my body from the side, I'm gonna try to put my shoulders above my elbows and then my shoulders below my elbows. As long as that's happening, that's a win. All right, so right now my shoulders are what?
Below.
Below. Yep, perfect. Here we go. 1, 2, get a set of dragon flags here before we move into our obliques.
Let's just get a quick set of dragon flags before we get into the real stuff.
So, feet are in the straps. This is a side plank hip drop, and what we're focusing on is the bottom side oblique. What I'm gonna try to do is take my floating rib and my hip bone, spread those 2 points apart, and then now kiss them together. Spread them apart, kiss them together. 3, 4, just like everything though, you gotta squeeze. 9. Oh yeah, that's so good. You do about 4 or 5 sets of these, your obliques will be crushed. I promise you.
Mine are hurting watching you.
Stretch. Rib and hip bone, spread them. Bring them together. 2. Spread them. 3. 4. Rib and hips together. 5. 6. Oblique strong up. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! Love that. This is a exercise that is very challenging, because it really works the inside of the leg, vulnerable area, and it is a exercise that as you progress it though, you'll feel all your movements, your squats, your lunges. People have no idea how much they're limited by their like groin and all this musculature on the inside of their leg. Make sure that you have your foot in here like this, so it's not just like, you don't just have toes in here where you're barely in here like this. You want to try to make sure you're getting it down into that ankle. All right, and keeping that foot in there nice and strong. From here, all I'm going to do is pop up, lock this in. You could do this. Call this Copenhagen scissors. My top leg right now, groin, screaming. 6, 7, 8, 10, side. They're getting hard. Wow, right here, like in tight.
Where?
Right there. What's that? What was it? WWE. All right, so now we're gonna do a thread the needle. Great exercise. A lot of shoulder work on this one. So foot goes in, bottom foot comes in, and now I'm gonna be reaching underneath of my body. Here we go. Call it thread the needle. Or a side plank reach through. Great movement. Hard, hard, hard. Let me see if I could show you a potential regression. This would just be what you would do to work towards that. So I'm gonna jump in here. So if you can't quite get that reach through, just try to bring that elbow down and then bring that elbow up. Side plank pendulum. So this is where you get a little swang going, side to side, and this is fun. All right. So you get a little movement. Then when you're ready, other side, here we go. Rocking and rolling, get it started. Core strength, don't sleep on it. It's literally core. What does core mean? Inside, eternal, inner workings. Okay, that's where strength is built. It's easy to touch on that outside, but if you don't have the inside in check, forget it.